Hello everyone, welcome to Fluent English Stories. Can I ask you something honest? When someone asks you in English, how was your day at work? Or how was school today? Do you feel stuck? Do you just say fine or good and then the conversation dies? Today, I want to change that completely. I am going to teach you how to talk about your real day. With real feelings, real moments, using simple but natural English that people actually use every single day. My name is Sarah, and I have been teaching English for over 8 years. I have worked with students, office workers, parents, nurses, engineers, all kinds of people from all over the world. And you know what they all ask me? They say, Sarah, I can read English, I can write emails, but when I try to talk about my normal day, my brain goes blank. I do not know what to say. I feel boring. Does that sound familiar to you, my friend? If yes, do not worry, you are not alone. This is one of the most common problems for English learners. But here is the beautiful truth. Talking about your day is actually one of the easiest and most useful conversation skills you can learn. Why? Because every single person has a day. Everyone wakes up, goes somewhere, does something, feels something, and goes home. It is universal. It is human. And when you can share your day in English, you unlock real connection with people. So today, we are going to walk through a complete day together. I will show you how to describe your morning, your work or school time, your afternoon, and your evening. I will teach you useful words and phrases. I will give you examples, and I will ask you questions so you can practice in your mind or out loud. And the best part? You do not need advanced English for this. You just need to be honest and human. Let me start by asking you this. What time do you usually wake up? Think about it for a second. Maybe you wake up at 6, maybe 7, maybe even earlier. Now, here is how you can say it in English. I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning, or I wake up around 7 o'clock. The word around means approximately, not exactly. It is a very useful word because life is not always exact, right? After you wake up, what do you do next? Most people have a morning routine. Routine means the things you do regularly, in the same order, almost every day. Maybe you brush your teeth, take a shower, get dressed, have breakfast, check your phone. All of these are part of your morning routine. You can say, in the morning, I usually brush my teeth, drink some coffee, and check my messages. Simple, natural, real. Now let me ask you something. Are you a morning person or not? A morning person is someone who feels energetic and happy in the early hours. If you are not a morning person, you might feel sleepy, slow, or a little grumpy when you wake up. Grumpy means a bit annoyed or unfriendly, but in a tired way, not a serious way. I am definitely not a morning person. My brain needs at least 20 minutes and 1 cup of tea to start working. What about you? Are you a morning person? Try to answer in your head right now. Yes, I am a morning person. I feel energetic in the morning. Or no, I am not a morning person. I feel very sleepy. This kind of simple sentence is already real conversation English. Okay, after your morning routine, It is time to leave home. Maybe you go to work, maybe to school, maybe to university. How do you get there? This is called your commute. Your commute is your journey from home to work or school and back again. Some people have a short commute, like 10 minutes. Some people have a long commute, like 1 hour or even more. How do you travel? Do you go by car, by bus, by train, by bicycle, or do you walk? Each way has a different feeling. If you drive, maybe you feel stressed because of traffic. If you take the bus or train, maybe you feel crowded, especially during rush hour. Rush hour is the time when everyone is traveling at the same time, usually early morning and late afternoon. The buses and trains are packed. Packed means completely full, no space left. If you walk or cycle, maybe you feel more free, more awake, more connected to the air and the sky. Or maybe you feel tired if the distance is long. Every commute has its own story. You can say, I take the bus to work every morning. It takes about 30 minutes, or I drive to the office. But the traffic is terrible during rush hour. Now, think about your commute. How do you feel during that time? Calm, stressed, bored, tired? Or maybe you use that time to do something, like listen to music, read a book, check social media, or practice English by listening to a podcast like this one. Some of my students tell me, Sarah, my commute is my English time. I listen to English podcasts or videos, and I try to repeat some sentences in my head. That is such a smart way to use your time. You arrive at your workplace or school. What happens next? If you work in an office, maybe you greet your colleagues. Colleagues means the people you work with. You might say good morning, how are you? Or just hi with a smile. Then you go to your desk, turn on your computer, and the work begins. Maybe you check your emails first. For many people, checking emails in the morning feels like opening a mystery box. Sometimes it is fine, sometimes it is full of problems and urgent tasks. If you are a student, maybe you go straight to your classroom. You sit down, take out your notebook, maybe chat with your classmates for a few minutes before the teacher arrives. Classmates are the people you study with, similar to colleagues but for school. The teacher comes in, the lesson starts, and your brain switches into learning mode. Let me teach you a very useful phrase here. Switch into something means to change into a different state or mood. Your brain switches into work mode, into focus mode, into tired mode. It is a natural and common expression. So now you are at work or school. Let me ask you, what do you usually do in the first hour? Do you have meetings? Do you start a task immediately? Do you listen to a lecture? Do you feel focused or distracted? Distracted means your mind keeps jumping to other things. Maybe you think about lunch, or your phone buzzes, or you remember something you forgot to do yesterday. Being distracted is completely normal. Everyone gets distracted sometimes. The important thing is to notice it and gently bring your attention back. You can say, I feel distracted today, I cannot focus well, or I am trying to concentrate, but my mind keeps wandering. Wandering means moving around without direction, like your thoughts are walking away. As the morning continues, maybe you have tasks to finish, A task is a piece of work you need to complete. In an office, maybe you write a report, prepare a presentation, answer emails, or attend a meeting. In school, maybe you take notes, do an exercise, work on a group project, or prepare for an exam. One word that almost every working person and student knows is deadline. A deadline is the time or date when something must be finished. If your deadline is tomorrow, you need to finish today. If your deadline is next week, you have a little more time. Deadlines can feel stressful, especially when you have many at the same time. You might say, I have 3 deadlines this week. I feel a bit overwhelmed. Overwhelmed is an important word. It means you feel like there is too much to handle, too many things happening, too much pressure. When you feel overwhelmed, your body might feel tight, your mind might feel confused or tired, and you might want to just stop and breathe. And you know what? That is exactly what you should do. Stop, take a deep breath, and remember, you can only do one thing at a time. If you feel overwhelmed at work or school, try this. Write down all the things you need to do. Then choose the most important one and start with that. Just one step, then the next step. Small actions create big progress. You do not need to finish everything today. You just need to move forward, even a little bit. Let me ask you now, do you sometimes feel overwhelmed at work or school? If yes, that is okay. You are not weak. You are human. Many people feel the same way. Even me. Even your colleagues. Even your teacher. We all have moments when life feels like too much. The key is to be kind to yourself and keep going, slowly, step by step. Now let us talk about the best part of the day for many people. Lunchtime. What do you usually eat for lunch? Do you bring food from home? Do you buy something near your workplace or school, or do you eat in a cafeteria? A cafeteria is a place inside a building, like a school or office, where you can buy simple meals. The food is usually affordable and quick. Lunch is not just about food. It is also about rest. It is a break in the middle of your busy day. Your brain needs that break. Your body needs that break. Some people eat alone and enjoy the quiet time. Some people eat with colleagues or classmates and enjoy the social time. Both are good. There is no right or wrong way to have lunch. I like to ask my students, what is your favorite simple lunch? Some say rice and vegetables. Some say a sandwich. Some say pasta. Some say soup. Food is personal and cultural, and talking about food is a great way to connect with others. You can say, for lunch, I usually eat a sandwich and some fruit, or I like to have rice with chicken and salad. During lunch, maybe you also talk with the people around you. What do you talk about? Maybe work or school, but often people talk about other things. Weekend plans, family, movies, hobbies, funny stories. These small conversations make the day feel lighter. They remind you that you are not just a worker or a student. You are a whole person with a life, with feelings, with dreams. So here is my question for you. Do you usually eat alone or with other people at lunch? Try to say it. At lunch, I usually eat alone. Or at lunch, I usually eat with my coworkers. or I eat with my friends. Even this simple sentence is good practice. After lunch, the afternoon begins. For many people, this is the hardest part of the day. Why? Because after eating, your body wants to rest, but your schedule says no, keep working. You might feel sleepy, slow, or low on energy. This is completely natural. Your body is digesting food, and digestion takes energy. In the afternoon, maybe you have more meetings, more classes, more tasks. If you are in an office, maybe your manager asks you for an update. An update means new information about your work or progress. You might need to explain what you did, what problems you faced, what you plan to do next. Speaking in front of your manager or your team can feel a little nervous, especially in English. Your heart might beat faster, your voice might feel shaky. But remember, everyone feels nervous sometimes. Even confident people. Nervousness is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign that you care. If you are a student, maybe you have a group project in the afternoon. Group projects can be great or they can be frustrating. Great when everyone works together and helps each other. Frustrating when some people do not participate or when there is confusion about who should do what. But group projects teach you important skills like teamwork, communication, and patience. Let me teach you another useful word. Participate means to take part in something, to be active and involved. If you participate in class, you ask questions, you share ideas, you join discussions. If you do not participate, you stay quiet and passive. Teachers and managers usually appreciate when people participate because it shows interest and effort. As the afternoon goes on, you might look at the clock and think, when can I go home? This feeling is very common. You are tired, your brain is full, and you just want to rest. But there are still things to finish. Maybe one more email, one more task, one more page to read. You push yourself a little more. Push yourself means to make an effort, even when you feel tired. Finally, the workday or school day ends. You pack your things, say goodbye to your colleagues or classmates, and you leave. How do you feel in that moment? Relief? Exhaustion? Pride? Maybe a mix of all three. Relief means a feeling of freedom and relaxation after something difficult ends. Exhaustion means being extremely tired. Pride means feeling good about what you accomplished. On your way home, your commute might feel different than in the morning. In the morning, you were preparing for the day. Now you are leaving the day behind. Your mind might replay moments from the day. Did I do well in that meeting? Did I understand the lesson? Did I finish my tasks? Did I make any mistakes? All of these thoughts are normal. Here is something important I want to tell you. Not every day will be perfect. Some days you will feel productive and proud. Some days you will feel confused and frustrated. Some days you will feel just okay, nothing special. And all of that is fine. Life is not a straight line. It goes up and down, and that is what makes us human. When you arrive home, what do you usually do? Maybe you change into comfortable clothes. Maybe you rest on the couch. Maybe you cook dinner. Maybe you spend time with family or friends. Maybe you watch something on TV or on your phone. This is your personal time, your time to recharge. Recharge means to rest and get your energy back, like charging a phone battery. If you do not recharge, you will feel empty and tired the next day. So taking care of yourself after work or school is not lazy, it is necessary. You deserve rest. You worked hard today. Before we finish, let me give you some very practical phrases you can use when someone asks about your day. If someone says, "How was your day?" here are some honest answers. "It was good, I finished my tasks on time," or "It was tiring, I had a lot of meetings," or "It was okay, nothing special," or "It was a bit stressful, I had a tight deadline." Notice that these answers are simple but real. You do not need to use fancy words, you just need to be honest. You can also add a little detail to make the conversation more interesting. For example, "It was good, I had a nice lunch with my coworkers," or "It was tiring, but I learned something new in class today." Small details make your English sound more natural and fluent. Now let me ask you one more time. How was your day today? Think about it. Try to answer in English, even if it is just in your mind. "My day was," and then add your feeling and maybe one small detail. This is real practice. This is how you improve. I want to remind you of something very important before we finish. Learning English is not just about grammar and vocabulary. It is about expressing yourself, sharing your life, connecting with others. When you can talk about your daily life in English, you are not just learning a language, you are building confidence. You are becoming someone who can communicate across cultures, across borders, across differences. Every day you practice, even for 5 minutes, you are moving forward. Every time you try to say something in English, even if it is not perfect, you are growing. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not feel bad if you make mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are trying, and trying is the only way to improve. So here is my challenge for you today. After you finish listening to this, try to describe your day in English. You can do it in your head, you can say it out loud to yourself, you can write it in a notebook, or you can write it in the comments below. I would love to read about your day. Share 1 or 2 sentences. For example, "Today I went to work by bus. I had a busy morning with many emails." Or "Today I studied at home. I felt a bit tired, but I finished my homework." Every sentence you write is practice. Every word you use is progress, and I will read your comments, I promise. I love hearing about your lives, your struggles, your successes. You are not just a student to me. You are a real person with a real story, and your story matters. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you feel a little more confident now about talking about your daily life in English. Remember, you do not need perfect English. You just need honest English. You do not need to sound like a native speaker. You just need to sound like yourself. Keep practicing. Keep trying. Keep believing in yourself. You are doing better than you think. I am proud of you for being here, for learning, for not giving up. Your English journey is not a race. It is a path, and every step counts. This is Sarah from Fluent English Stories, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. And remember, you are not alone. Bye for now, my friend.